There's a bunch of people that joined our community recently because they want to learn how to get Pokemon cards for retail price. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. The reality is, whether you are a reseller or a collector, we're all playing the same game of who can check out first. And when you think about it, the people who are most likely to win that game are the people with the most amount of information. If you know which stores are going to restock, when they're going to restock them, which websites are about to release, which bots are worth getting, you will have a significantly higher chance of checking out items that sell out extremely fast, more than other people who are completely out of the loop. And therefore, information is king. And honestly, sometimes this can get a little bit complicated, but it is our job to explain complicated topics in ways that are easy to understand. So there's two main ways to get Pokemon cards for retail: online and in-store, and we'll go over how to successfully purchase from both. If you want any chance of buying instant sellout items, you're going to at least need access to Discord monitors. These are channels that will update in real time whenever something restocks on their website. In our free Discord, you have access to the target monitor, and we have that open to everyone because it's one of the websites where it is possible to check out even without a bot. However, in our premium Discord, we have monitors for basically every website you can think of, and whenever any of these websites restock any of these hard to get Pokemon cards, we notify our members right away. So that way our members don't have to just sit around waiting for something to restock, staring at the Discord monitor. They can just simply wait for the notification to pop up, and from there they can check out normally, or use an extension bot that will check out for them, which they can get for free as part of their membership. When it comes to any limited release, here's a tip on how to almost 10x your chances for a successful checkout. In a nutshell, you have to attempt to buy from as many websites as possible and from as many restocks as possible. Suppose you have a 5% chance of copying from a restock or a release. That's just a completely made up number, by the way. I just want to paint a picture. If you only go for one restock, well, you only have a 5% chance. But if you go for 10 different restocks or releases throughout the week, your chance of a successful checkout goes from 5% to over 40%. So if all else fails, keep trying. And you might say, oh, I don't have enough time to go for these restocks. If you want to get these Pokemon cards, the reality is you have two options. Either you put in the work to get these, or two, you pay resale price and you basically pay for convenience of having to go through all this trouble. And you're probably watching this video because you don't want to pay resale price, or maybe you want to make money selling for resale price. But either way, the choice is yours. When it comes to traditional botting though, this is gonna cost you a bit more money and a few days of setting everything up, which we can help you with and walk you through. But with the amount of checkouts that you could potentially get, it can be extremely rewarding. Since some of these topics can get quite complex, my biggest tip for anyone learning how to bot is to just take it one website at a time. After you get a bot, request a one-on-one voice appointment with one of our staff and we'll help you through the basics. And once you got the basics down, learn how to set up for Best Buy, and then learn how to set up for Target, and then learn how to set up for Walmart, just one step at a time. And here we have a channel that categorizes all of the profitable Pokemon cards by website, allowing you to quickly and easily set up your bot without you needing to do any of the research yourself in terms of which SKUs to run and which cards are profitable and not profitable. I do have to warn you, the learning curve of the setup process can be quite intimidating and it can take a while, but after you've gotten your main setup done, running for an additional release for the most part can be as simple as copy and pasting a new SKU into your bot, and that's it. If botting is something that you do want to get into, I would say joining a cook group like Polar Chefs is non-negotiable. When you're botting, you're incurring monthly expenses, and if you're spending all of that money every month and you don't know what you're doing, and as a result you're not getting any checkouts, ultimately you're just throwing that money away. And a cook group's job is to make sure that you make money. So we'll be doing everything in our power to make sure that you're set up correctly, to make sure you have the most up-to-date information and everything like that. But if you want to get a clearer picture on the risks associated with botting, I would highly recommend watching my video of Stop Before You Bot, because because there I go over some math and whether or not botting would be right for you. If you want to bot, but you don't have the budget, or you want to go for a less risky approach, you can always start off without a bot and then build your way up using the different ways that we teach you how to make money online, which I will cover towards the end of this video. And then you could possibly use those funds towards a botting setup. Keep in mind too that botting is not a mandatory thing for you to be successful in this space, because truth be told, botting really isn't for everyone. So if you don't want to do it yourself, we also offer free auto checkout service. That means we will run your billing profile on our bots. You just have to fill out a few forms, then sit back, relax, and wait for the checkouts to come in. To date, we have checked out hundreds of Pokemon cards for our members. And if you don't believe me, you can see in real time and historically the checkouts that we get for our members in the ACO success channel in the free Discord. The main concern that most people have with this is, oh, I don't want to give my credit card information to some stranger on the internet. And I completely understand that. And that's why we advise all of our members whenever they're filling out these forms to submit virtual credit card numbers. With a VCC, you can typically control which websites your cards can be used for. You can set your spending limits or disable your card whenever you want. So in many cases, you will not be submitting your actual credit card number. Furthermore, Soul City, who is the main owner of Polar Chefs and the one who does basically all of the ACO stuff, has been an ACO runner for 6 years at this point, and there has never been a single incident of credit card numbers being mishandled or getting into the wrong hands. As good and effective as this is, it is important to remember a couple of things. Number one, getting checkouts with our ACO program is not guaranteed. Therefore, this isn't a program that we would advise our members to rely on, but it does significantly increase your chances of getting checkouts for retail. Number two, ACO is a group-based system, so we don't really run any individual custom requests. If a product is profitable, then we'll post a form for it and you can feel free to opt in. Now, if you're more of an in-store kind of person, you need to know when to expect shipments from the various stores that sell Pokemon cards. In the premium server, we would alert you guys whenever we suspect a store to be getting the shipments in, as well as their normal restock schedule, so that you have a better idea of when to call the stores around you and when it's actually worth checking. Speaking of checking, you can utilize our in-store checker bot so that you don't have to waste your time physically driving to every store to see what they have. You can do all of this with just a simple command. It supports many stores. All you need is a corresponding SKU of the product that you're looking to buy. And again, in our premium server, we have the list of profitable SKUs so that you don't have to go through the effort of making a list yourself. You also have the option of using a website called Pop Finder. However, I do have to warn you, this website is a little bit buggy, which is why most people would just prefer to use the Discord bot, but it's still a decent resource. A couple of important things before I wrap this up. I want you guys to keep in mind that we provide all of the information, tools, resources, and support to help you guys succeed. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you how much you take advantage of these resources. You can have the best coach and the best training facilities, but if you don't put in the work, at the end of the day, you're not going to get anywhere. And even though Pokemon is trending right now, the cool thing with all of this is that it's just a fraction of what we offer. We are a reselling Discord and we teach our members countless ways to make money online and offline. For instance, you can get access to free Amazon items, some of which retail for a couple $100s, which you can literally just sell on eBay. This alone can cover your membership costs and make you profit almost immediately after you join. We also cover price errors like this one, free Bose earphones, hidden in-store clearances, credit card rewards farming, which is personally one of my favorite ways to make money online. You can make several $100s a month with just 10 minutes of work every week, which is just insane, and so many other features. And we encourage you guys to take advantage of everything. If you have any questions at all, you can ask it in the free Discord or in the paid Discord if you're already in it, and we will take care of you.